Another day, another video. Welcome back. So, today's movie is just kidogo the same as the one that I did about dissociation, because I figured let me do a few episodes zenye zina explain dissociation so that nikimalizana nayo ni hivyo. So this movie inaitwa Jendo. So I'm going to take just like a piece of the episode and explain, because it'll capture my attention. It'll go, oh wow, another example, yeah, dissociation. So it's this detective who they were handling a case. Yeah, a coach was molesting the students. Alikuwa na molest how the players sijui walikuwa basketball, I think so. Oh no, football or izo game, one of those games. So this detective apparently alikuwa anasoma hiyo shule before, he's an alumni wa hiyo shule, na pia alikuwa time yenye alikuwa kwa hiyo shule alikuwa bado kwa the team that was playing, and then this coach alikuwa bado coach wake at that time, so huyo coach ako hadi wa leo. So this detective akapewa kazi na another female detective when wa investigate this coach, because kumekuwa na allegations za molestation. So this coach allegedly has been molesting a couple of the boys from the team, and even from Kitambo, like a couple of the boys who are there from Kitambo. So as they're going about the case, they found evidence, and then this guy akafungwa, no, akakuwa like kwa cell. So now task ilikuwa kutafuta witnesses, and you know it's a boys school, so not a lot of men or boys, men when walikuwa hapo ndo wakatoka, ama the boys who were there were willing to go and testify as witnesses. So this detective guy akashinda akifuata watu, anafuata some of the boys, wanaenda akiwaambia mnaweza taka kutestify, wengine wanasema hatutaki kwenda court kutestify. Yes, he molested me but I don't want to go testify. Yes, he molested me. Now when he's just akizunguka ame lose hope, ameongelesha a couple of people and most of them wamekataa kutestify. Now he was very disappointed, and he was just alikuwa tu anatembea, akapatana na an old friend of his wenye walikuwa nasoma na yeye back in the day in that school, na pia walikuwa in the same team, and the coach was their coach at that time as well. Akapatana naye, he was looking all raggedy, and akamtoka depressed, hayuko sawa, he was even homeless, alikuwa tu analala in the streets, now he was just walking around looking for food, looking for a job too, job atafanya, and then he goes back to the streets, able to hand to mouth. And he was so shocked, and he was like, "Guy, nani sasa, how have you been, nini?" And this guy, he's ataki mambo mingi, he's just like, mi niko poa. Une akasema mi nilienda nikakuwa polisi, nikushikashika tu my criminals, and like, oh, good for you, nini. So the detective was really happy to see his friend, but the friend said he hakuwa happy. He was just like, okay, nice to see you, Aki, but I don't have energy for things, for people, niko tu, I'm just living my old life. So the detective offered to buy him some food. So kumbaya food, ndio they sat down, now they talked. So akamwambia, I'm working on this case, unakumbuka coach fulani nani na nani? Huyu beshake akamwambia, namkumbuka. So there's been allegations ati amekuwa kimolest boys from the team that he's managing, he's coaching. So this guy, all of a sudden, the friend akakuwa all moody and sad, akaanza kukua na mood yake ikachange, ni kama hataki hiyo topic, hataki kuongelea hiyo topic. And this guy wewe akamwambia, hiyo ndio kisa, ndio la sawa, acha mimi niishi. Wewe akamwambia, haraka ni nini, sikuja hata tu bonge tu jadiliane. So huyo akaamua tu kuchill kiasi, but akataki hizo stories za the coach, the school, blah blah blah. So this detective akaanza kumwambia, imagine nimezunguka nikitafuta witnesses na hakuna mtu mwenye anataka kutestify. Akashangaa, this guy akashangaa, this friend akashangaa, akaanza kumwambia ati hakuna mtu anataka kutestify. So nime shorten tu movie sawa, nina tu cut. So kama ambaye watch zile kusema iko hivyo guys, nimekatakata ndo we get to the point. Anyway, so akamwambia, na mbona wewe usiende kutestify? The friend akaambia the detective, na mbona wewe usiende kama witness? And the detective was like, what? Ati? And then this friend just stood up and he started leaving. Ako like, mistake kuongelezea hizo story. And this detective was like, wow, ngoja. Ati mbona mimi nisiende kutestify? Kwani, what do you know that I don't know, and what do I know that I don't know? And this friend was like, akienda sana enda kimongelesha, unajifanya ukumbuki. And this detective was like, kukumbuka nini? What are you talking about? Acha kuniacha hivyo, akaanza kumfuata kiwambia, what are you talking about? What do you mean? Mbona mimi nisiende kutestify against the coach? And then he just left. The friend left, akamwachanisha hapo. And I felt so sad. And I was like, okay, what is happening? Mbona amemwambia yeye asiende kutestify? So, after huyu detective, sasa hiyo kitu ikamsumbua. Kwenda research, kwenda kuangalia archives, sijui old files, sijui nini. Guess what he found out? And this is what I'm saying. The mind can just hide things from you to protect you from the pain, to protect you from dealing with the trauma, to protect you from dealing with the it'll protect from the PTSD. It's gonna hide that incident. It's either gonna hide it or make you forget about it, unless kitu itokee ikutrigger ndio utaweza kukumbuka. But kama si hivyo, hutawahi jua nini ilikufanyika, because at that point senye ulipatwa na hiyo incident ama senye hiyo situation ilikupata, it became too much for you that your mind was unable to handle. So ikaificha ama ikaeka kwa kaburi la sahau. So unless something triggers you, you might never remember. Might. I'm using the word might. I'm not a specialist, but you might not remember. So this detective found out that him and his friend and some other guys, tembenye walikuwa kwa hiyo high school, they were also molested by this coach. But sio kesi ilisha tu hivo. Juu kukuwa na mtu anataka kutestify, hakuna mtu anataka kwa witness. And that is why tunaona the friend imemhit. I think yeye ilimhit, and now he's dealing with it. He's become very depressed, and that's why tumetofautia huyu na huyu, the detective and the friend. So the detective, he's feeling it, he's remembering it in a haunt, he's struggling with the trauma, maybe even dreams with it, like yeye ina haunt. He's trying to heal, he's trying to get over it. That's why tunaona ako in that state. Now the detective, unaona detective ako sawa, yako job, anaenda kutafuta ma witness wengine, detective, his mind completely shut down from that reality. Ilimwambia, we're not dealing with that. So that's why there's a difference between him and the detective. So the detective found out that pia yeye aliwahi kuwa molested by the coach. Sasa hiyo ndio swali, mbona yeye asiende kutestify? Sasa hapo ndio alikuwa wow. So that's how it hit him. Guys, sasa ameanza kuelewa mbona the other people do not want to testify, because who is dealing with that all over again? And I watched that part and I was like, oh my God. The mind can hide certain parts of the pain, and unless it's triggered, you might not ever remember what happened. like this detective, kama maybe angekama across your case, I feel like there's angewahi kumbuka, maybe I don't know, I feel like angewahi kumbuka ati alifanywa kitu kama hiyo. Yeah, I don't know what happened next. I don't know if, I don't even want to know, but I felt so sorry for all those people and what they went through, because it's not, well, it's not easy. And that brings me to my question again. Is the mind really protecting you in a good way or a bad way? Because kama utaifeel sayo, utaifeel baadaye. So would you rather feel sahi, deal with it sahi for as long as it can, but heal, than the mind causing you to avoid it and then inakuja inachipuka baadaye? Yeah, it's a lot. That's what the mind can do. So we're just getting to understand how the mind works, I guess. And I feel by accepting some things, it's when the healing process begins. Like sasa tuseme, you see the friend, he's already probably healing pole pole because he's come to terms with it. But so na detective atarudi zero unless his mind chooses to avoid it again. But sasa atarudi zero. Atan sasa, you know, yeah, it's very sad.